Welcome to the 2022 FargoRate Ohio Open, brought to you by Predator and CSI. We're coming to you live from the Roberts Center in Wilmington, Ohio. I'm Tony Robles, and I'm joined by Tim de Ruyter to bring you this exciting match between Fedor Gorst and Alex Kazakis. Hey, Tim, what do you think about this matchup?
I really expect this to be a cracker. I've seen already one match on the TV table where he played really good. And Gorst has been really digging deep. He lost earlier this morning in the shootout and still battled through the field to get back into the top 16 players here. So I expect this to be a good one. Oh, nice break.
Did he get rewarded though? Is the 5 going in?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, remember how he broke in the final rack against Mika? I said he was going to smash him, and he smashed him. But I think he realized from the previous match that breaking from the center is better. You see how he still hit the one ball slightly to the left?
Yeah.
And I think that's what made the difference.
Well, also the thing, like he didn't make the 6 because he possibly put too much in there, which doesn't happen quite often. So to explain the format, we're playing 2 races to 4, and if the score gets tied 1 each, we'll go to a deciding shootout. The famous shootout so far. We've seen great stuff, and we might have a possible shootout here.
Yeah. Both players are at the top of their game. I got to watch him play a little bit during the tournament. Alex is in stroke. I'm not sure who got him. Do you know who got him? Who sent him to the one-loss side? But regardless, he's been playing really well.
Kazakis?
Yeah.
No, he qualified to the winners.
Oh, he qualified to the winners. Gotcha.
Yeah, from the winners, and Gorst lost to Mika.
Right.
This morning.
No, but what I'm saying is they're playing each other now because they each have 1 loss, correct?
Last 16.
Last 16, because Mika beat Gorst.
Yeah,
I see.
and Gorst later won a couple
So he
matches.
went undefeated, and this will take him to the final 16 tomorrow, correct?
This is the last 16.
Oh, this is the last 16. I thought the last 16 was going to be tomorrow. Remember they used to do all the last final 16 on Sunday? So they changed it a bit.
Yeah, we'll have the semifinals and the final tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
So we're playing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we're having a lot more matches today. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great. I love that.
Yeah, so Alex Kazakis had 3 wins, qualified for the top 16, and then Gorst lost to qualify for top 16 against Mika.
Right.
And then not really sure who he played on the loser side, but in the end qualified through the losers bracket, and this is how they met.
I love the fact that they decided to do the semis and the finals on Saturday, because 16 players is a lot of players to bring back on the final day.
Yeah, and also I think it's better for the players that get far because they get their rest just before, you could say the most important matches, because usually in long tournaments where they play 5 or 6 matches in a row, at the end they don't produce their best game, and obviously we all want to see them play well and not struggle.
Yeah. It takes a lot out of you just playing 1 match.
Yeah.
Very nice speed there by Fedor. I think just enough to gain an angle on the 7. That was pure stun follow.
Yeah, and during this match, we'll make sure you guys are up to date about the other matches. Some good stuff happening at the moment. We got on the other tables Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz playing Pius Labudis. We got Mario He playing Kang Lee. Kang Lee who just beat Cheng Yunling.
Wow.
Which is a huge win. And Aloysius Yap playing Dennis Grabe. So only champions from here. Well, only champions from round 1 actually in this tournament.
Yeah. And Lee Kang, in New York we call him Lee Kang. I know you guys call him Kang Lee in the tournament. Lee, I think, is playing the best he's ever played. He's definitely on my top 2-3 players of the most improved for this year, including Sharik Sayed in that list as well.
Yeah, I agree. No, I stayed in New York for 2 weeks and I got to stay at Kerm Cafe a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Isn't that a great place?
I love that place.
Yeah.
It's great. So I seen Kang. He's working there, and he's playing every single day on the side, playing Kerm and pool.
Yeah.
Like he really puts a lot of time in. So I'm
He
also
sure
happy
does.
to see that it gives the rewards too. You know.
Yeah.
I hate to see the guys that practice so much and like they play and they challenge themselves and then they don't get the reward at the end. That's
And he's such a good kid. He looks literally like he's 18 years old and he's
Yeah.
30.
yeah, that's true. So let's go to this match. Here we have referee John Lehman racking the Arcos II balls for Fedor to break the balls. Let's see. I'm wondering, a lot of players like to really let that cue ball fly up in the air like a big hop.
Mm-hmm.
He usually doesn't do that. Like his is kind of real static, like
Right.
just a small hop and stop.
And then just stop.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously he tried to do that the first break, but he didn't because he hit the one ball slightly to the left. Let's see if he makes the adjustment now. Oh, he hit it even further to the left. And,
Yeah.
I know it's not intentional, but that's
Oh.
probably why he didn't make a ball on the break.
Well, that's
Got away with it.
7 was close, but indeed he's got away with it. Here we see again. Yeah, probably has to do with how he was aligned on the break. Didn't really look like at the end he was putting spin on the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
So it must be how he aligned himself up to the break. And this is most of the times the most difficult push outs in the game when
It is.
the one ball or your next shot is so close to the
To a
pocket.
cluster. And it's close to a cluster, too.
Yeah, so there's like if you push, the guy's always going to make the ball. If you
Oh.
push somewhere, he's going to jump the ball or he's going to play a good safety on you.
I might even consider pushing a little closer to the 2 so I can shoot a jump shot and try to draw the cue
Yeah.
ball behind the 4, 10, 2.
Okay, so he's going to leave at least a long distance. And then if he cuts the one ball in, there's nothing he can do in the 2. So that's at least it's a little insurance.
Yeah, I think it'd be a little tricky to hit this ball on the right side and get away with not scratching. That's why he gave it to him.
Yeah, and also everything on the left side, there's not really a nice, easy save, or like there's not really a big safety from this angle. So, yeah, no, I did actually not like it enough. I would have given it back too.
Francisco's one of the best in the world shooting this shot. You'll hit that one ball, have the cue ball hit the top rail, and go right past the 9 and almost freeze on that 9 ball. Very, very, very touchy shot. I think that's what he tried to do there. That's what he tried to do. He hit it a little thin.
Yeah, this is something that happens all the time on this shot. Like, it's so super tough to have a perfect speed. But, I mean, he's left the one ball cut if he wants to. He's left the bank. If Fedor banks this with a hair of inside and stops the cue ball right there, he might be able to shoot the 2 in the corner pocket.
And if it doesn't go, he sticks him right behind the 10. I like the bank here for sure.
Yeah.
Especially considering how well he's banking.
I mean, it depends. It looked like he was going to cut the 1 and go up and down.
If
Which,
he can avoid the 4. Ooh.
yeah, I was scared of the 4. And
Yeah.
well, he's unlucky and lucky at the same time here. Pushing the 4 and the 10 together.
You know what I love to do in the shot? I used to practice the shot a lot because I'm a straight pool player. I would hit the rail first, hit the 1 so that the angle coming off the 1 will hit the long rail, run into the 4 with the cue ball possibly go hitting the 4 thin and then having the cue ball run directly into the 2 ball.
Yeah,
Because he can do that if he hit the 1 first, but then he has to be more precise with the hit on the 1 as well as the spin. This way, when you come off the rail, you're gonna hit. You're gonna get that natural angle regardless. You see, just like that. Look at that. He did it hitting the ball first, though.
Yeah,
He did it
which
hitting
is
the
even
ball first,
tougher.
which is even tougher. But he executed it.
That's a good try. It was the only way to open up the 4 and get shape on the 2, I think. What a beauty that was.
No, he hit it perfectly.
Like I said, I mean, Alex, when I seen him earlier this week, I was very impressed. He played David Arcade, and I mean, with all due respect to David, but Kazakis, he gave him nothing. Like
Yeah.
he played really strong, and might be on his way to winning another Pro Billiard Series event. He's won the one in Wisconsin.
I remember how happy he was when he won that one. I mean, he lost his mind.
Yeah, it was so funny. I talked to him the whole tournament because he was playing, but he wasn't feeling like he was playing so great. He was like fighting and digging. I laughed so hard every time he would show up and be like, man, I cannot believe I'm still in. Every single round. At the end he won. I'm like, dude, I don't know how you won, but this must be the most hard-fought victories ever. Like,
Yeah.
it was so brutal. Like, it's not like things went a little bit against him, and like he was fighting so hard to stay in matches and scraped through the whole field. Yeah, both nice guys, Kazakis and Fedor. Quite easy going, always there to have some fun with.
Oh, and he does the best impersonations of players I've ever seen. I mean, it's like he'll make anyone die laughing.
Yeah, he's a little
He
silly
does Chris
sometimes.
Smelling, he does Ralph Souquet, he does Alex Pagula. He's just, it's awesome.
Yeah, and it's quite easy to commentate on a player like him because, well, the first shot was probably the most thing we could have said.
Yeah.
Besides that, he's just showing us how to play pool here so far.
Yeah, no, he nailed that first shot, which obviously led to this.
Yeah, so a little draw. Left himself a good, nice angle. I do like to go stun left, close to the center pocket in the bottom long rail, and go back up top side of the 10. I think that's the easiest way. Could also do it just top left and go directly over.
Yeah, I like coming one rail down and just right past the 10 ball. No English, because if you put English, well, he hit with the other side.
Yeah, I was
other side,
expecting
yeah.
this way.
Yeah. See, I would have gone the other way. And it's a preference shot. See, and you know why on an old worn-out cloth you would go 3 rails all day long? Because the spin is grabbing and it's not going to slide. Over here, you try to go those 2 rails, a lot of times that ball will slide after it comes off the second rail, and it'll go straight to that corner pocket.
Yep. Yeah, nice
Very nice run out
by Kazakis. 1 each. So in the meantime, Mario He up 2-0 over King Lee. And Dennis Grape 2-0 up against Aloysius Yap. Again, Yap the same way. He's again in the top 16. Of course, has won the latest one, Michigan, twice actually, 2 years in a row.
Defending champion.
And now he's, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's the one. To make sure you guys can follow the brackets and the scoring, go to probilliardseries.com. Everything is on there. Prize money, the field. You can find all the information. So there we go. Alex Kazakis to break.
Alex, when he's on too, he also has a very, very strong break.
Yeah, he has a little bit more pop, which I like. You can see the cue ball will be flying. I like it a little bit better than Fedor's, but that's my preference. See, this is nice. Just a little bit, not soft, but he didn't really give his everything. That's how it looked like to me. So, and left a perfect angle on the 1 as well to go travel for the 2 in the side, 2 rails in between the 2 and the 3. Which, after that, I mean, he just has to stay in line most of the things. The table's breaking quite good, and
oh wow,
that's quite unexpected.
It's just we're not used to seeing this from Fedor. Just goes to show. I said this before, previous matches, we're all human.
Yeah, and I also think, especially today, is one of the days we're having 140 teams in this building for the CSI Ohio Championships, state championships. That, you know, the crowd is really getting to where that the pros are not used to it. Like there's a lot of people in this building right now, and some of them might be, a little bit overpowered by him.
Wonder if he can get past that 10 or if he's going to kick. I think he's going to kick. Try to put him by the 9 if possible. Or maybe by the 6 if he hits half of the ball.
Yeah, maybe a little shorter with spin to the side. And
look at that.
Oh, is that going to work?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
he might have let him see
so.
a piece of it.
Yeah, which would still be okay. I mean, it's not a game loser. It's not a sellout. Just not sure how much can you see from that one ball.
Guess he's going to go for the jump. Called his extension.
Well, how do you like to jump here?
I'm not sure what he's going to do here. I don't know if he's going to play the combination, if he's going to cut it backwards. I'm not sure what he's going to do here.
Did he call the 2 ball on the side? He's going to bank the 1 ball probably to the other side of the table. Yeah. It looked like he was
going to do that. Yeah, it looks like he's going to bank it for sure. Oh, he is cutting it.
Oh, was he? Wow. And that was actually close. Look at the position on the 2 as well.
That's crazy how he overcut that, huh?
He is definitely, I mean, super tough. He almost back cut it. Definitely one of the best players on the planet using the jump cue.
Yeah. Going to go between the 4 and the 5 here. Not too hard.
Yeah, left a little bit more angle on the 2. Might have to just bump softly into the 7 for the 3 in the bottom left corner in this view.
Yeah. Yeah, and if he can make the 3 in the right past the 9, he should be in good shape.
Yeah,
he wants to hit the rail first here, though, and then go into the 7, because if you hit the 7 first, there's a chance you might end up frozen to the rail.
If he can miss the kiss, he can...
Oh, then he'll go around the 8 if he can miss a kiss.
Oh, he was going to play it soft, as long as he doesn't run into the 7. And still not an easy shot. On the other side, if he can just stun the cue ball over just past the side pocket with a little left, the position should be okay, but still would have liked to be a little straighter and don't use the rail.
Yeah, you definitely got to use the rail here and go towards that 4. Oh, you decided not to use the rail.
Well, which is scary.
Yeah. Well, you know how sometimes you think you hit the ball the correct speed and it just keeps going?
Well, also this way, I feel like the odds of getting stuck to the rail are higher. Now, if you use that extra rail to come out, like you're always off the rail if you play that way.
He's kind of off angle here. He might even have to go 3 rails here.
Is he stunning just in between the 7 and the side pocket? He is.
Yeah, I didn't think he could get past the 7,
doesn't want to be queuing over the 6.
No, he's good here.
Stop just in time.
I like just playing the 6 in the corner if he can kill the speed of the cube, or if not, he's probably going to go to the side, but he has to be careful to make sure that he gets correct on the 6 ball so he can avoid that 10 ball.
Ooh, got that a little thick.
Yeah.
It still slides in. I like the fact that he didn't play 2 rails on this, just to make sure he doesn't get behind the 9.
Right.
Does happen sometimes. This way, if he played at this speed, he was never going to get that far. So it's a nice angle now. 2 rails, possibly 3, just to get on the 7, and then he should be okay.
I like going 2 rails that follow, though, not trying to hit it with draw and go on the other side of the 10, because if you hit that 10 ball, the cue ball could pop up right behind the 9.
Yeah. Nice strike there.
Yeah. Confident. Definitely got to go 2 rails here.
Yeah, and Alex really impressed me so far this week.
Oh, he's been consistent all week long. I don't think I've seen him play a bad match yet. He overcut that a bit, but he's good.
Yeah, good cue ball still.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he went 2 rails.
Well, yeah. You got to go 2 rails there.
This 10 ball to take his first lead in this opening set. We'll go for a short break. Stay tuned. And we are back from the Roberts Center here in Wilmington, Ohio. Focused Alex Kazakis here. He's up 2-1. Yeah, patiently waiting for Fedor Gorst, as I think he just had to visit the restroom. Quite surprised actually that he went to the restroom already. I mean, he played 3 games and
maybe he just went there to compose himself.
yeah, interesting choice, but
You know, he missed a couple of balls that are not uncharacteristic. It's like shots that you're just not used to see. Simple
especially
shots.
that one ball.
Yeah,
that one ball
that was a shocker.
Yeah, I really agree. In the back, you can see Aloysius Japp. He's playing against Dennis Grabe. Still down 2-0, about to make 2-1. And the table after that. Oh, here we have a nice view. This is the Ohio State Championships run by CSI, CueSports International. A lot of people in this building, and I believe there's going to be even more in a couple hours. I love this setup.
Yeah, the setup is beautiful. And they haven't even started the first round yet. The first round starts at 6 o'clock. In a little over 30 minutes, it's going to be even more packed.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can put the camera down there, you know, on there, so that way people can see later on.
Yeah. Here you see Mario He in his chair. He is currently 2-1 up against Kang Lee on the right. In the back we have Pius Labudis and Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Ruiz up 1-0. Currently the hottest player on the planet, this Spaniard right there. Yeah, the US Open champion. Alex looking focused, like he's not really trying to get distracted or looking around, like he's really in his chair, just looking at the score, looking at walls, just no eye contact with people. There's
Fedor's back.
Fedor's back, so that means Kazakis is ready to go break and rack number 4.
Aloysius Japp, always on the hunt.
Oh, this is a very interesting spot where he's breaking from.
He's using the close hand bridge to control it more, I guess. Let's see
Oh,
how he hits a 1.
I have not seen anybody do it.
You know who did that when he won the World 9-Ball Championship? Not the World, I think the European Open. Albin.
Yeah.
Albin broke with the close hand bridge from a similar spot, and he was making that corner ball almost every time playing 9-ball.
Yeah, I actually like that he did go more inside instead of just a side break. Just because we've seen the one ball getting kissed away a lot of times. Now it just came only too high.
Right.
But at least it wasn't kissed. So that means he actually figured out one piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
But it came up dry, and Fedor back at the table. Not with an opening shot, so I do like to put the one, cut the one towards the 9. Trying to get behind the 9-2 and running the cue ball maybe behind the 6. Or does he?
Oh, he goes.
He does have.
Yeah, it goes. He's going to go for this.
Oh, yeah, he's shooting here.
Very nice angle from there. See, from the other angle, it looked like it didn't go at all.
Oh, he fired that in.
He fired it in like he's mad, almost.
Oh, big, long stroke, but hit it sweet.
You ever do that? You hit a ball that hard, and in your mind you're saying, I'm going to force myself into stroke. When you're struggling a bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, can choose to shoot it in the bottom right corner or the bottom left corner. He's looking at...
I think he's just going to kill the speed of the cue ball with low.
Yeah, I like to shoot in the bottom left, and you stay away from running into the 9. And indeed, just some low.
Just come off the rail a bit and shoot the 3 in the same pocket.
Oh, well, he's used all of that bucket, but he's straight on the 3, and from here, it's very important to get nicely on the 5. Could play for the 5 in the side pocket if he wants to. Could also draw from the 4 for the 5 in the top left corner. Okay, so left himself interesting angle. Expected him to leave an angle towards the other long rail.
You know what I like about this angle? If he decides to go 2 rails, or 1 rail, with draw, he has a potential to play position for 4 pockets. The top left, the center, and the 2 bottom pockets.
Yeah, travel around the 5. I like this.
So it's kind of hard to screw up position here. It's not like he's not going to have a pocket.
Yeah, he's always going to have a shot, but I think it's tougher to get perfect on one of them.
Yeah.
So it's maybe a little bit more of a gamble. And I mean, he's got a little longer on the 5, but quite doable. Curious to see what angle he's going to give himself. I would probably stun this just over a little bit and use the long rail to go to the 7. He might just follow it in and use the short rail. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
It's also, you see, like uncharacteristic mistakes from Fedor.
That's what makes this game so frustrating sometimes, Tim. It's nothing more frustrating than knowing something but not being able to execute it all the time. Especially when you're at the top of your game the way Fedor is for the most part. Because this is definitely different than what we saw earlier this morning against Mika. And it's something that we're not used to seeing. Maybe we've been spoiled by him. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He returned the favor.
So surprised he did that.
Yeah.
Because he didn't actually need to do what he had to do. Like, he could have stopped the cue ball and used a short rail or just short draw.
Yeah.
Like,
if I had to guess, I think he tried to cut it and he didn't, to come off the rail a bit. I don't think he tried to hit that dead straight and draw it in the straight. I think he tried to come off the rail. He just hit it too thick because he had an angle. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at this. Look.
I don't know what's going on right now, but both players look very nervous or very tense at this moment. Both former players of the Mosconi Cup team, Team Europe. Quite some experience in this arena. around the 9. This is a sweet shot. He hit that good.
Yeah, very nice.
I was always going to have a nice angle again on the 7 to go back up. 48.
So he's going to stun it. 1 rail or 2 rails? I think he's looking
I
1
like,
rail.
I like
1 rail.
top right. Yeah, I like
1 rail,
this.
yeah. Did he get there?
It's a little short. I think it's just okay. The good thing is if he cuts it, the cue ball has so much speed to go up and down anyways, and then he could shoot the 9 in the side if he wants to. Still, it's tough.
The 9 looks like it's tough in the side though, right?
Yeah, so that means he has to come back all the way where the 8 is to be nice on the 9.
You think he's going to hit it with a little bit of spin?
Well, he could play it
up
soft
and down
with left and
like
go
1
up and down
1/2.
soft.
Very nice. Look, very nice.
Well, he's ran far on this 9.
That's why I was thinking maybe inside spin, but if he didn't feel comfortable with that, hit it a little harder and come back down again.
Well, and this 9 ball is exactly going to show us how Fedor is feeling right now. This is tough.
And the key here is no thinking in between, just commit.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Yeah, struck that nice. For a second I thought that 9 ball was going to hang up, but played that beautifully. So Fedor is back in the game, 2 each.
I know every time I ask him if there's anyone you want to say hi to, he always say, well, Mama Gorst always watches my matches, and to say hi to Christina as well, because Christina isn't here this trip.
Yeah, usually they travel together everywhere, but there is a WPBA event going on right now. So, of course, Christina was going there. Always has the chance to win those events. I mean,
where's the event, you know?
It's at Thornfeld Memorial. Does that help you out? I don't know where exactly it is. It's that tournament so far as I know.
So that's probably why they don't have a women's open here, maybe? I don't know.
Probably because they already scheduled that tournament.
It's been nice having the ladies in all the tournaments. I love it.
Yeah, and it also attracts even more fans. I mean, we have plenty of people here, but attracts even more Billiard fans around the globe. So, nice powerful from the
with a
reel.
lot of force. That's the way I'm used to seeing him break.
Yeah, I like this. Just a little unlucky not to get something open on the 1, but this is for sure one of the better breaks. Lost the cue ball a bit, but power-wise, I like this one.
Would you stick him underneath the 2 here?
Yeah, I like just rolling up on the 2. Just make sure you don't leave the 1 ball really close to the rail. Just get it off a little bit, because you don't want to be in the situation where your opponent almost accidentally makes the 1 and now is perfect on the 2.
And even better yet, if he freezes the cue ball to the 2.
Yeah, just like this. You
just
see
like
the
that,
1 ball is nicely out of the rail.
Now you're forcing him to use spin in order to change the angle coming off the rail to go towards the 1.
Yeah. I mean, even though there's not a lot of distance, or I do expect Alex to hit this, there's quite some risk. It's not like it's going to be an easy resave, or like he could sell out from this.
No, here I don't think I would kick this off. I would hit this with a lot of speed. Hopefully get separation from the balls.
Well, you could choose to go 2 rails. Of course, makes the percentage lower to make it, but I think has a lot more safety options in case you hit the inside. We went direct, and
well, he hit it with some speed to create separation.
And I think he's left the 1-5 combo here. Oh, it's tough. I think
it's not
needs
not
to
out, but it's
overcut the 1 a
makeable. It's
bit.
definitely makeable. I think the key here is going to be getting straight on the 2. And if he can make this combo, since it's off angle a bit, and send the 1 ball towards the 10 ball, not directly towards the 10 ball, just in that side, closer to the pocket, he might end up having a perfect angle on the 1 to just come off that bottom rail and get straight on the 2. Yeah, it's actually a fuller hit than what I thought.
If he cuts this into the 5, that 1 ball might end up close with the 10.
Yeah.
And in the Pro Billiard Series rules, they're different from the WPA rules. They have the rule that if you make it early 10 ball using the lowest numbered ball on the table, you do win the game.
See, there you go, the angle that he was looking for. But I think he wound up with too much angle. He hit it a little too hard. He wanted less of an angle there on the 1, so he can hit it with inside spin a bit, get there. So I don't know if he can squeeze that cue ball between the 6 and the 4. Like between the 8, 9, and the 10, and then the 6 and the 4. He's gonna. He's gonna try to go.
Yeah, I think it's in between the 6 and the 2.
I don't know if he could get enough inside spin though, because in the cloth. Right, Tim?
Yeah, it was tough.
It was too.
I guess if he hit it a little thinner, like on the thin side of the pocket, I think he could maybe get there. But it's tough on these slick conditions to play with that much spin. It's going to throw you out more, and before you know it, you overcut the 1 and be sick because you missed the shot.
I would say he's going to go for this because I know he's a pretty aggressive player, but he can also put the cue ball behind the 7. I think it's a lot easier to do that. Did he get there? Yep.
Yeah, I got there.
You don't want to leave it straight on the 10 though.
And it really, if he just only hits the 2, that 10 ball is wired.
All he has to do is hit the rail first. If he hits a 2 or the rail first, he's going to make that 10. See, let's get a different look at the 10 ball if we can.
Such a big game. This to go on the hill.
Has to be careful not to hit the top of the 10 ball.
Oh,
there you go.
Straight in. Beautiful.
Wow. He hit that shot so well, too, to get behind the 7. But
yeah, beautifully played. Great shot by Alex Kazakis. But, I mean, Fedor played the safety. It was a good safety, but also a poor shot because he should know where the 2 ball goes. The other tables, Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz is 2-1 up over Pius Labudis, and Mario He just secured his first set win over Kang Lee. Now Aloysius Yap leveled the score 2 each with Dennis Grabe. Kazakis breaking now from the other side, but from the rail, which I think is strange.
Well, he saw that he made a ball from there, so he says, let me give it a whirl.
Just the other side.
And yeah, he's not using the close hand bridge though on the table now.
Yeah, so the spot where he's breaking from is really different. Oh.
Wow.
Oh, and especially the layout too with that 1, 2, 3. It's an easy start for Fedor.
You might see this go 3-3.
I mean, if he can get out here in a good break.
Yeah. It's amazing how quickly something can change, right? Things change.
That's why I love this format so much. Momentum doesn't just stay with one party all the time. It goes back and forth.
I think he tried to hit the 1 ball dead square. I mean the 9 ball.
Oh, he knew if he was going to run into the 9, he would have it in the side, and if not, you can still run it up to the corner. So a little 2-way position, and like I said, 1, 2, 3 weren't going to be the biggest problems.
And he has an angle. It's not like he doesn't have an angle.
I mean, main thing here is getting nicely on the 6 to go to the 7, which I think is
Yeah, because
the
that 9
toughest.
ball is a big ball.
Oh, I think he hit that a little firm.
Yeah, he overhit that one for sure. Let's see how he gets on the 5 though.
Oh, he just finished on the 50-yard line on this. Can he go in between the 6 and the 9?
I think that I not only like to go between the 6 and the 9, I like coming off the 3rd rail just a little bit. Just a little bit, so I have that proper angle on the 5 to get as close to straight on the 6, but not quite straight.
Yeah, 3 rails up and down here.
Did he overhit it?
Doesn't want to get
Did he
straight on
overhit
the
it?
5.
By a bit.
Well, might have just enough to get the cue ball over to see the 6, but yeah, not at his best yet, Fedor Gorst.
So let's see if if he's going to stun this over, or if he's going to go with follow and some left spin to widen the angle enough to get straighter on that ball. It looks like he might go with stun only. No, he's going to go follow.
I think follow.
Well, it's a better shot. It's a better shot
Yeah,
because you're going to widen the angle coming off the rail.
Well, that.
Oh, but you want to make sure you avoid the scratch though. Oh,
Well, it
got
was
pretty close
yeah.
there. And yeah, got perfect on the 6.
True. If he ended up
Yeah,
straight, he would be in trouble. But he got that little angle.
You saw his reaction, right?
Ooh.
A sigh of relief.
Yeah. So straight draw here.
Yeah, I like coming off the rail.
Doesn't want to get straight. Oh,
That's why I like coming off the rail. I always tell my students when I teach them that shot, try to learn how to hit that ball to come off by a diamond. That way you always have an angle on the 7. Not that he can't get out here. It's just, you know, has to do a little more work. That's all. Not a big deal.
Well, and again, just enough on the 8. So back and forth, and these 3 balls to make it double hill here. It's such a big set, the first set especially.
Yeah.
Could guarantee you at least a shootout and one step closer to a spot in the quarterfinal. Yeah, nice shot on the 9, and this stem ball to go hill. Fedor Gorst levels the score.
And believe me when I tell you, you know he is absolutely relieved knowing that he's hill, considering that he missed, what, 3 shots?
Yeah, no, I mean, we'll go for a short break and come back with the remainder of this set. Stay tuned, guys.
Hi, folks. It's loud in here tonight, so we're not to hear you guys, okay? So I want you to do stuff good. Here, clap, so we can hear you.
Welcome back to the Wilmington, Ohio, FargoRate Ohio Open. Fedor Gorst about to break. It's Hill in his first set. Okay,
Oh, he
nice
stopped the
square
cue ball
hit.
there.
Almost
Did he
made
get
the
rewarded?
9, and
He did not get
that 9
rewarded,
ball
Tim.
hung on him, and a wide open
He
table.
did not get rewarded. I mean, he stopped the cue ball there.
Just look at that 9.
I mean, look at that.
Punk punk. Still, it's not a.
I think he needs to get straight on that 2 ball, leave the cue ball near that rail, and draw back past the 8.
Yeah, I
That's
like
gonna
that.
be the key here.
Don't play for the 2 ball on the side.
No,
I would be
you gotta
too
get too
difficult.
precise, and then you gotta go around traffic.
Yeah, just roll this in. Draw back. And then after, if you can get from the 3 to the 4, then 5, 6,
He
7,
might,
8
you know
are
what? I'm
close.
looking at it from the other angle. He might have too much angle on the 1. I'm not sure if he can. What if? Wow. I wonder if he can run into the 4. If he were to like hit it low and hit it with a lot of draw. Let's see. Let's see. Wow. Still on the wrong side of the ball.
Could he
But I
just
think he'll
draw
make it.
back just enough so he doesn't have to bridge over the balls and cut the 3 and go 2 rails for the 4?
Yeah, I think he's wondering if he can draw it into the 4 or come off the rail and bump the 4 slightly.
I mean, just draw back where he is right
Yeah.
now. That's,
Yeah,
that's
that'd
what
be
I
ideal.
like. Yeah.
But see, yeah, he has an angle. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh,
He put a lot of
oh,
spin
wow,
on
look
that
at
to
that.
change the angle.
Wow. He hit that great, man.
Yeah, just unlucky for him to be on the rail. I mean, unlucky he did it himself, but it was already extremely tough. He put so much right spin on there.
Yeah. But when you looked at the actual table, it looked like he had no choice but to hit the other side of the
Yeah.
2.
So probably just stop spin, taking the gamble, run into the 5, or go in between the balls and get it the 4 for the side pocket. You don't mess with left or right spin like this. Those shots are quite dangerous. Hit that good.
Did he overhit it? Because he's like kind of looking as if he did. Is he in trouble here?
I think he's just good enough.
He might be able to see enough.
But then again, it's not perfect and needs to do a little bit more than he intended to do at first. So you might be able to draw, stun draw over to the right side of the 5 for the 5 ball in the bottom left corner.
He's either going to go the top rail, just
two
draw it back,
rails.
or go 2 rails. 2 rails or just draw it back, depending on how thick or thin he can hit it. 2 rails, I think, is going to be the answer there. Did he hit it with enough spin? He sure did.
But then again,
He's off
if
angle, though.
if he would get straight or a little angle to the
Yeah.
other side, it would be so much nicer.
Yeah. Makes your life a lot easier. I like following here and coming off underneath the 9 ball. Do you
just-
like going across better? Or
I
do
think
you
I
like
like top right. Go
Top right?
back to the center of the table.
back to the center of the table? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that makes sense if he has the angle for that, absolutely. Oh, he's
Oh,
going to go
he-
3 rails.
All around, and oh, this is quite
Wow.
short. Needs to be more straight on the 6.
Maybe he had more angle than what we thought, but maybe it was still too thick to go around.
And this is a tester.
Mhm.
Needs a very smooth stroke on this if he wants to draw the cue ball in between the 9 and the 7 and then come back out with some spin.
Or shoot the 8 and the 9 in the same pocket if you don't want to get fancy.
Just like this.
Whoa.
Now needs to spin the grab.
Wow.
But then again, it's still
Yeah.
a little bit too much angle, so he goes back and forth all the time. A little bit too
Yeah.
much, a little bit not enough. Just back and forth. So super thin cut. Probably 3 rails back and forth.
Mm-hmm. I like hitting the 3rd rail, always. Always like hitting the 3rd rail
Yeah.
here.
Needs a bounce. Oh, another tester. Is he going to play for the 9 ball in the bottom left corner, just stun over to the rail and come back out a little bit, or is he going to go to the center of the table, really
Yeah.
going his swing out? That's what I wonder. I think I would go for the short side of the 9.
Either way, I think he's going to be fine. I think this is more of a preference shot. Absolutely
Yeah,
perfect.
he's got perfect on the 9. That was key shot from there, and now just don't do anything stupid. Yeah, and after that dry break from Fedor, it was all Alex Kazakis.
It's all about the break at this level, right, Tim?
Yes, sir. He makes the 10 ball here and takes the first set 4-3 over Fedor Gorst. Such a big swing. Actually broke quite good in that last game, but didn't manage to take the last game. And we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Alex Kazakis is ready to break off in set number 2 as Fedor Gorst started in set number 1. Alex won the first set 4-3. And the crowd is ready to go. Breaking from the table again.
Yep, he's back to the center. Let's see how he hits him.
Okay, nice pop, nice jump with the cue ball. Oh, the cue ball got
he
kissed
got kicked
straight in
in.
the corner.
But when you watch that again, notice that the fact that he mishit it to the left a bit kind of led to that. Look, see how the ball went to the left a bit?
Yep, and then he found
Well,
the
what a
six
lot
ball.
of people don't realize, when you hit it off center like that, you know how the corner ball goes 2 rails and hits the 1 ball sometimes? If you're breaking from that side, that corner ball will go and hit the cue ball or hit another ball to the cue ball, whatever. That's what creates problems.
Yeah, that's why I'm always so picky about the break. If I don't hit it square in the face and have it
Yeah.
close to the center of the table, or at least, yeah, in the center row from the rack back to the short rail, I'm not happy if I don't. Tough shot here. Could choose to go in between the 3 and the side pocket on the rail and come back out.
Yeah. Or he could choose to shoot it in the top left corner pocket. It all depends. You think he would consider going 3 rails? Like back and forth? Hey,
Yeah, I
see,
like
this is what I mean. This is what I was telling Mark earlier, that this kid's cue ball control is so incredible that I think if he dedicated himself more to straight pull, he can run 1,000 balls. I really believe that.
Yeah, he's definitely a player that usually has a lot of control over what's going on the table.
Well, he's a student of the game. Yeah, most people wouldn't shoot that shot because they know that if they hit the ball, they might go off the ball into the side.
Yeah.
But he shoots it with supreme confidence. That's the difference.
So I like going 2 rails here, possible 3 rails for the 6-9 combination. To have the 6 in the bottom left corner, you might have to run into the, like you would run into the 7, so I like this option better.
So I'm wondering if he's going to cut the 9, so that way he can play the 6 in the right-hand lower pocket. Lower right-hand pocket right there where the 2 ball is. I don't know if you can see the 2 ball inside the pocket.
Yeah, he is going to lose the cue ball a little bit, either the cue ball or the 6.
Well, if he cuts the 9 right, he doesn't need to hit this hard at all. Just hit it with enough speed so that the 6 can maybe bounce off the rail a bit and not stop near that point.
Yeah.
Right? There you go.
Yeah, good control, but needs one more good shot. Needs the cue ball to go in between the 10 and the 8, probably. I think that would be...
I'm going to start calling him the in-betweener. He hits these balls like they're going out of style, these shots, like they're hangers to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to
He
go
can
in
go
between
either
the
or.
10 and the side. I think the 10 and the 8.
He can do
Just
either
like
or,
this.
though. He'll hit it perfectly every single time. I've done commentary for matches where he has that shot, and it's like where he has literally a little over a ball width, and he'll go right in between the side pocket and that ball.
Yeah, straight stun off the rail. And now we'll have another crossover shot. I mean, he could choose to go 3 rails around the angles for the 10. It's just as difficult as going low right here. Thing with the low right is he will have
It's going to go
a longer shot
follow.
on the 10.
Yeah.
And he's, put a little
Yeah.
bit more topspin on there. Especially on the new cloth.
Got that
it
straight.
really turns forward a little bit more. But his speed was good.
Oh, wow.
I mean, his cue ball was so exceptionally well all this rack to then miss a straight 10 ball.
See, it looks like he shot it kind of soft when in the slow replay, but he actually hit that with a lot
hit
of
that
speed.
quite hard,
and I
yeah.
think he made the pocket. How many times did he hit a ball where he thought he was going to miss, and it actually still kind of like banked in? Right?
Yeah, well,
you don't want to hit that one that hard.
I thought
Not in these
I was
pockets,
just going to
that is.
float
Yeah.
it in, actually. Just
Yeah.
topspin and float it in. And he kind of forced it a little bit more. And Alex just stole that game. As he's up 1-0. Yeah, Fedor must not be feeling too great at this moment. He's missed a couple balls to where Alex really can get a little bit more into this match. Let's have a look at the scores on the other tables. We have Sanchez Ruiz just won his first set against Piers Labudas. Kang Lee is up 1-0 in the second set versus Mario He, trailing 1 set. And Yap is trailing 1-0 to Dennis Grabe in set number 2, but he has won the first set. So close calls in these last 16 matches. And Kazakis just broke the balls, made the 8. And well, he's got a shot on the 1, and nice spread again, just at 6-9. I'm wondering, is there a 6-9 combination that would solve all
Yeah,
the problem? And
yeah, you can definitely throw that in there, Tim.
yeah, that's just to get there from the 5. That might be the key shot in this rack.
I mean, it might be easy for you, but it's hard for them. You know.
Well,
Well, tell us a bit about the conversation we had about straight pool last night. How you said your high run was what? So
yeah,
tell us about it.
So I had this. I challenged myself to do some straight pull on the bar table, on the 7-foot table, just because you have less room. You know, it's actually tough. So I was challenging myself. I was recording it, and I kept running like 90, 95, 98. Like I couldn't get that 100. Now I just got a new tip, and I was just banging some balls around. I opened a couple racks, and Jimmy came over, sat down. I told him, well, I'm like around 80 right now. He goes, oh, really? And I ran like 130 balls. And
That's
I had
amazing. That's
new,
awesome.
new tip, you know. So I'm like really psyched at this moment. But
Well, you know, I just had a new tip put on my cue after you told me that
yeah,
story.
so you know what's gonna happen. You know, it's instant. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean it's always easy to call the shots from the booth. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's tough to miss from here. But I do also realize the pressure they are under,
Absolutely.
and I've been in these situations as well. So let's see what he does. Is he going to stop the cue ball and then? Oh, he's looking at maybe going forward from the 4, going real first into the 9 and then coming to the 5.
There's nothing wrong with that as long as he can manage position on the 5 ball. Then
Yeah.
hits a 9 ball on the thin side, so that way he doesn't have to worry about leaving the cue ball near the top rail.
Okay, it looked like he really got the cue ball to where he said he
Might
was
have gotten
wanted
there.
to.
Let me see.
He
I'll look from the other.
he was
angle.
pointing at this spot though.
Yeah.
So that would mean
He got there. He got there.
yeah, it looks pretty
Again, you
good.
want to make sure that you don't hit the 9 too thick because you don't want them to stop by that top rail.
Yeah, you don't want to stay there. You want to come up table or down table for the 5. Oh,
He
and
missed it. He missed it. He completely missed it.
second prize maybe, consolation prize. Well, you might have the perfect angle to go force follow to run into the 6, or like we said before,
I always tell people he hit it so bad, he hit it good, or he hit it so bad, he hit it perfect, right? Because he definitely got on the right side of this ball. Question is, does he have a scratch shot here if he decides to go to foul? Or does he have the correct angle for the combination? Is the combination even on? It looks like the combination is on. At least from
I'm
here it
pretty
does.
sure. I think he can really throw this 9 ball in if he wants to, but he needs to get in this corner with the cue ball, which could be risky. So he could also decide to go into it.
Just watch it for the double kiss if he does. That'll leave the 6 ball for pretty much where it is. That's the shot right there. Look how great he hit that.
Oh, great speed too. Look at this.
Yep.
Now, I think the balls are close enough to each other to hit the right side of the 6. That's going to reverse spin the 9 ball and hit that great.
And end up with an angle on the 6, more importantly.
Yeah, we'll see him go 2 rails, running towards the 7 here, top right. And slowly he's taking control over this match. Actually surprised he played it this way, and
I think he overhit it. I think he didn't mean to hit it that hard. I'm pretty sure he overran that ball. Because if he were playing for the side pocket, he would have hit it with more speed for sure.
yeah, just
But, you know,
Hopefully hit
I'm
it by
wondering if he
quite
has that
far.
angle where if he hits it with follow, can he avoid the scratch?
now I think he's on the scratch. So that means he has to cut this in the side and go around, but
No, that's what I meant. It
Oh,
looks
I
like he's going
thought
to
in
beat
the
the scratch
corner.
in the corner. Just, oh, look, he overcut it. He
Oh.
overcut it.
I thought you meant the corner.
Yeah, no, I meant the
No,
side.
cutting to the side was there, just barely overcut that ball, and look what he's left Fedor.
And as we all know, if there's one man you can never count out, no matter what the score is, this young man right here. Don't be surprised if he makes this ball, threads the needle.
Yeah, in
And gets
between the
straight.
10 and the rail.
Oh, no, yeah, he might have too much angle for that. Let me see.
Well, I would just be
We're
focused
about
on
to
making
find
the
out.
shot
Yeah,
with
we're about to
topspin.
find out.
You're
Oh,
either,
yeah, if he's hitting it with follow, then
either
that means
run
he doesn't
into
have
the
a scratch
10
shot.
or
Yeah.
whatever, really.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
he hit
look, he
that so
threaded
good.
the needle.
And-
He threaded the needle.
Wow.
I told you, could never count this kid out. That was one hell of a shot.
Well, he's missed one like this before.
Yeah.
Now he's probably playing it differently.
Yeah.
And so he levels the score 1 each. Just when I said that Alex was going to gain a little bit more control over this match.
You
Then
just
that
had
happened.
to do it, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah, I'm that guy, yeah.
I would never do that, ever.
Yeah.
I probably do it more than all you guys. Right?
Oh, well, it happens, it happens. So
Commentators curse.
yeah, I hate that, really.
Yeah. I don't really believe in that. It's just, I
Me
think
neither,
it's just
but
coincidental.
but it's a lot of coincidence. Like
Yeah.
it happens a lot of times, but I don't believe it. Yeah, it doesn't need to get disappointed, Alex. Just keep doing what you were doing. You made one mistake, nothing's broken.
Mm-hmm.
So Fedor breaking from the side. Okay, nice square hit on the one. Little bit too high. Came back from the point and did not make a ball. And is there a carom on the 10? So here we see the
Quite
one ball.
possibly.
Get a little bit too high.
This table's been breaking tough this match, huh?
Yeah, this match has been really different. I've seen a lot of great breaks from people, but they just seem not to be able to make a ball in. Oh, I like going. I like going at this 10 ball. This
I
carom.
do too.
I think you can also bank that 1 ball back up table, and if you don't make the 10,
You got to forget about whether the cue ball leaks out or not. You got to really focus on making that 10 if that's what you're committing to.
no, he played the safety and needs to
Did he
get
get
behind
that?
the
He hit
6.
that. Oh, he hit that just the right side of the
yeah,
plate
love
that he
bump
needed.
there.
Yeah. Little bumperoni action there. If he would have hit that 3 dead on, then that's a different story.
Yeah, tough kick. I like going 2 rails here. Hit the 1 ball from the back. So a lot of safety options, sending the 1 towards all the balls on the left side. Could also kick 1 rail, but with a lot of speed
Yeah.
to create some distance if you don't make the 1.
Let's see what speed he hits it with. Wow.
Actually hit that quite soft, but
Yeah.
and almost made it.
I think he was trying to make it. But look at the curve. Look at the curve. Look how the ball bent.
But he's left a shot for Alex, and you know, he can even play it with pocket speed. Just float it in. He doesn't have to go jacked up or stop
Yeah,
the
no,
cue
not
ball.
at all.
Just make the ball. That's it. Follow the cue ball a bit, which will automatically happen. Call this extension.
Oh, he's going to call the side.
Quite surprised to see him do that, because the side is, I think, a tougher shot. More risky with the cue ball too to get on the 2 ball. Is he just shooting this because he
Yeah,
doesn't want to sell out if he doesn't make it?
I think so. Because if you hit it soft in the corner and you miss it, you're just going to leave it hanging in the pocket.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that choice.
Yeah.
I do not agree to that.
Yeah. I still would have shot in this. You have to make a decision. You have to commit to it.
I think it was go time for that to go in the corner. So, and especially this decision could get Gorst really in the match, could get him going. Now
This might be the turning point of the match, right here. That's one shot that he just shot.
If he runs out here and has a good break and he goes on the hill, now Fedor's going to be comfortable. And he's made a couple good shots, just like that 7 ball in the last rack. So it's not that Fedor's feeling hopeless. He just made a couple mistakes in the first set. That's it.
Yeah, there's no quit in either one of these guys. He overhit that, and I'm wondering if that's intentional, because if he did, that's a very smart shot. I like that, because you definitely should go off the 8 here. You don't
Yeah.
have to, because the 7 is in a good position where it's very easy to get on the 8, straight on the 8, but you still have to hit it. I mean, that 8 was in a really bad spot. I really like hitting the 4 off the 8.
Yeah, if you play just a stop shot here, that speed will just be enough to bank the
Good,
8
even
ball
better
over.
yet, he
Yeah.
made it. Even better yet, it's out of play.
I was going to say it was always going to go up to there, so as long as you don't hit it too hard and it gets on the short rail, everything is fine.
The question is, can you get past the 9 without touching it, or while avoiding getting behind it? I think he can. Oh yeah, he definitely can.
Oh, is he going? Little nudge on the 9, but it's okay. Just the only thing, he's right-handed, so he cannot reach it, so he's
Yeah.
using his extension on this.
But for those of you out there that didn't catch that, he hit that with what I call just in case speed. So just in case he happens to hit the 9, he didn't overhit it and end up going too far and not having the cut on the 6 ball. I also call that smart speed, because it's smart. It's smart.
Well,
He's
also
playing the percentages.
in this case, if he was going to run into the 9, he played with enough speed to never be stuck behind the 9 as well. So he was always going to have shape and not hook himself, so I agree there.
Well, it looks like that 1 definitely cost him this rack.
And
The
might
decision on the 1 is supposed to
Yeah.
shooting it into the corner.
and might be even more
Yeah, yeah.
costly.
Now, you know, at some point, someone's going to have a breakthrough and start making balls on this table. It could be the next match. It could be starting the next rack.
Yeah, hit that good, and no doubt he will make this 10 ball. So he's up 2-1. Fedor Gorst leading over Alex Kazakis here.
Alex is going to go take a break.
And
And
so are we.
2-minute break.
We'll be right back.
And we're back and waiting for Mr. Kazakis to come back into the arena. It is going to be Mr. Gorst's break. And as I said earlier, one of these players is looking for a breakthrough on this table when it comes to the break. Will this be the one?
Yeah, it would be the perfect timing to have a successful break. I completely agree with Alex leaving the arena because, yeah, that one ball he shot, we both disagree to his choice on that one ball. Cost him that game and could be very costly too. And this break is also slowing Fedor down a little bit. So that's another thing we have to take into consideration. Not his best look there in the camera.
Well, Alex, they had the camera on Alex earlier, and he yawned as well. You know, people don't understand. It takes a lot of energy to play match after match if you're playing 2 or 3 a day.
So people always act that playing pool and traveling everywhere to play all these tournaments is like holiday. That's always how they act.
Yeah,
they don't understand these guys. They take 9 or 10 hours sleep a day. They go to the gym. They try to eat 3-4 meals a day healthy. They really they prepare. Some meditate. You know,
and it takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like a couple of bad performances. You got to pick yourself back up, get ready for the next event, forget about it. Well, he decided to break from the corner. Let's see how he ends up doing. Let's see that 7 stops to 1 ball. Yep, it did.
Oh, and he really cut that 1 ball.
Oh, he made a ball. He made a ball, Tim.
Oh.
Uh-oh. He might have to play safe here.
Oh, he could go really offensive.
And leave the cube on that side, right? Behind the 2, 4, 6, just in case he misses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like your style, kid. I like your style.
Well, I just really think it's go time. You know, now you finally make a ball and you have some kind of shots. You can't always hide. And if he gets nice on the 2, it's not done yet. I don't think that 5 ball goes in the top left corner, so still more work to do. But this is exactly what we expected, right?
That's correct.
Run that game out and have a good break, and now he's on the hill and feeling comfortable. That's definitely something that could happen here.
Well,
tough shot. Straight in the hole.
He hit it great. Overhit it a bit. I'm pretty sure he's not happy with that, but he'll manage it.
Well, the thing, he could now, from the 2, he could just bump softly in the 6 maybe. Doesn't really have to go crazy.
You said bump the 6?
Yeah, maybe. Just soft.
Oh, you mean come off? You mean hit the 2 and withdraw and go into the 6? Yes.
Yeah, draw a little stun.
For sure.
Just don't.
I thought you meant come off the 4 and the 6, and I said, wait a minute.
No,
the 4 is low. Yeah, gotcha.
No.
No, that's
but the only thing I
shot.
just don't like, you want to play at the speed to where the 6 is not going to end up froze there around the point. But you also don't want to hit it too firm so the 6 could go in between the cue ball and the 3.
Yeah. And more importantly, focus on making the ball. Let the cue ball do what it has to do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people end up overcutting this ball most of the time or just missing it in general because they're too focused about or worried about hitting that 6 ball where they want to.
Oh, he did not hit that.
Nope.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect 6 ball too. So now needs to start building up towards that 5.
I think at this point, even if he doesn't get perfect on the 4 ball, he would still consider shooting the 5-9. And let's see if he gets a correct angle on the 4 to go across the table. Did he? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
Good shot. Left a great angle on this 4.
Absolutely perfect.
And I just had a quick look. Could just see Alex Kazakis on the left sitting in his chair. And his demeanor really changed from the beginning. He looked like very pumped up. He was sitting there like a soldier, you know, like he was ready. And now he just looks like, well, I'm trying to be focused, but it's not looking well. That's kind of how it looks like. So everything is changing here.
Well, you saw, you know, he's obviously feels dejected with the fact that he blew that 1 rack to go ahead 2-0 when you said he might be taking over the match, and hasn't won a rack since. Even though it's really only 2 racks, that's a massive difference in a race to 4.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about a race to 15 or 21. It's a little different, but race to 4, massive.
Yeah, nice shot there from Fedor, and now the only traveling really that he has to do is going from the 9 to the 10, which is a pretty routine shot.
Mm-hmm.
If he can get on the low side of the 9 and go around the angles for the 10.
I don't know if that's where he wanted to end
A
up.
little straight on the 8, so he's probably
Yeah.
going the other side of the 9,
Yeah.
which is still doable, but
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
sure if he
doable,
was
but
trying
the other
to
one is much easier.
Yeah.
He's going to draw about 2 feet past his hand, right, close to his hand, and then come back down for the 10.
Well, there's a couple shots he could do. He could go 2 rails to the top side of the 10. He could draw along the long rail with low left. It's just pure preference.
He has enough angle to hit the long rail and then back to the other opposite long rail. Right, we're looking at the angle from a different view.
Yeah, hit that perfect. It's not even close to the rail and not tough on that 10 ball. So this to go on the hill in set number 2. Fedor Gorst. And there he goes. Just such a big difference. If Alex went 2-0 up or shot that 1 ball in the top corner in the third game. Just stretching his legs there a little bit, Alex. He's been sitting for a while.
Yeah, he might be trying to gear himself up for the possibility of a shootout. I wouldn't say he's there just yet, because if that was the way he were thinking, he wouldn't be doing as well as he is in these tournaments. He's a fighter. He's going to continue to fight, but he has to hope that he gets the opportunity.
Referee John Lehman wrecking the balls for Fedor's last break this match. Won't be breaking anymore after this. And the crowd is loving it. I mean, it's
they're
all
getting
set
into
up
it.
to have a shootout here too.
And it's going to be, the crowd is going to become even bigger once if we have a shootout.
Oh yeah, everybody will be drawn straight to it.
Let's see how he hits these.
Really give it everything. Oh, he did.
Stopped it. He stopped it there. He stopped it.
Oh, and the 4
Did the 4
ball.
ball go in?
Yeah,
oh,
it
look,
goes.
is he going to move the 6? Nope.
I think he's just not enough on the 1,
Yeah.
but
That's why I said, is he going to move the 6 enough to where he can see the 1? But unfortunately, he did not.
he might push to a jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first I was going to say he might jump from here. Then I was like, well, it's kind of far. This is more tricky.
Yeah.
But on the other side, I like these kind of jumps. And I know he does too. Like I've seen him make these many times.
These are like hangers for him for the most part.
Just the most difficult thing, you have to land almost on top of the 1 ball. So you need enough air to land right there.
Wow.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, he deserves better than that.
Oh, man.
Wow. 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 Totally behind the 7.
And he's going to jump this too. And well, the thing is, he's straight on this 2. So if he can make the 2, it's perfect on the 3. And yeah, I mean, I think I don't have to explain anymore that he can jump.
Yeah.
We just seen it.
And with this one, he has to get really up there because he's so close to the 7. He has to make sure he gets enough air time. Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Hit that so sweet, but just not enough. And this could be another huge swing. If he made that, I was almost sure to go to a shootout.
Yeah.
Now Alex could completely get back into the set.
Absolutely.
Oh. Caught that.
Wow, wow.
He had so much room in the center of the table, and then
Yeah.
he really decelerated on that. And
I don't
does
know
he,
if can he make it in the corner? Does he have enough to make it in the corner?
on first look, I thought it was not going to be to the corner. It might be just enough, and he would be lucky if he has
look,
it. Oh, it
look.
looks like it does. Oh.
That would be a massive roll if he's able to do that. Call this extension. I think he can see it, Tim.
And if he has to cut a little thin, he could use a little inside to grab a 3-ball more thick.
Just draw it past the side pocket a bit, I think, to get straight on the 5, or is he
maybe
just going
just
to roll
stop.
it? He might just roll it. I don't know.
Yeah, he used that. He used that little spin on the cue ball.
Wow,
That's
yeah.
probably why he just missed that. And wow, this is such a
Wow.
big difference. You see, he used a lot of left. And hung the
But
3.
the fact, I know he did use a lot of that, but the fact that he hit it that thick shows how much of the ball he could see.
Yeah.
If you go 1 rail here or 2. Oh, no rails. How about no rails? He
Yeah,
hit that
well,
so good.
Why did you ask me
Yeah.
that?
No, I didn't think he could hit it that full. I
Oh,
thought he had to
yeah.
cut it.
Well, I was always going to go 1
Yeah.
reel then.
Yeah.
But he's still not nice. If he was straight on the 5 would be great. Now he can go to the other side, but then he's going to get an angle to run it to the 8, which I would like to stay away. So I like stun right, come back to the left side of the 6.
Yeah, I mean, even if he uses the 8 ball as a stop, did he overhit that?
I think.
Yeah, he
just-
overhit it. He
No, I
overhit
thought
it.
I was going to go to the other side.
But I thought he was going to hit it softer to just play the 6 in the corner. So what if he runs into the 8, right?
Yeah, you might tie the 8 and the 9 up.
So you think maybe he tried to play the 6 there and he underhit it then?
I think so.
That's what happened. Yeah.
I mean, he still has it,
Mm-hmm.
but not great. You can definitely feel the nerves.
Yeah.
Oh, he's shooting it to the left corner. Oh,
Nice
that's
little
a
draw
super
shot,
sweet.
yeah.
And imagine he just dropped down at the last couple seconds of the clock. So imagine
Yeah.
this was just impulse. He went like, well, then I'll just do this. And he shot that
No, he hit that
perfect.
really nice.
Yeah.
And this is to take it to a shootout if he gets out here.
Oh, don't
wow,
get straight. Don't
Overhit
get,
it again.
what is going on here?
This seems to be like a standard thing in the past couple of days with the tight matches, right? It's
Yeah.
been happening a lot.
They keep getting straight, even though he has had all the room to get some angle on the 8. Is he gonna go forward 2 rails, or is he gonna draw back? Yeah, just soft draw back. Left himself a little tougher on the 9. The good thing though, if you make this with just a hair of left,
Yeah.
you're always gonna be on the 10. So stay low, make the ball. You only got one thing to do here. There it goes.
Yep. Well, we're going to a shootout.
Well, I told you in the beginning, this might be another shootout right here, and looks like it if he makes his 10 ball. There it goes.
And the shootout it is.
Fedor Gorst wins the second set 4-1 over Alex Kazakis. And we'll go to a shootout after a short break. Stay tuned, guys. And there we go. FargoRate Ohio Open, last 16. Here we have the rules for the shootout. Both players have 4 innings each. They alternate sides. Player with the highest score wins. And if they tie each, we'll go to a sudden death and move 1 diamond back. The 10 ball is spotted exactly on the spot where it's wrecked usually. Here we go. Fedor shoots the first and makes it. So putting the pressure on Alex. I think the toughest position to be is being the second player. Because if your opponent keeps making theirs, then you're always the one under pressure. But
you know something I discovered about this format too, that there have been times that I've seen, and I've gone through it myself, where if you're ahead and all you got to do is make 1 to win, you actually still feel some pressure too.
oh yeah, there is always pressure in this format. And there was also someone that said, well, you know, I'm not worried about the first 4 shot, so I might actually have my opponent start first, and then he's going to start the sudden death first.
Right.
And then I was thinking, well, that might be really the move, because that's where the most pressure comes, of course. I mean, all these players
Yeah,
in
you
this
got the
field.
pressure making in the first, making the first one in sudden death.
Yeah. I mean, all these players in this field are capable of making the first 4. Of course, there's a lot of nerves. There's hundreds of people in this building right now watching. Oh. And looked a little jabby on that ball. Looked a little, at the last moment he jabbed at the ball and it looked like there was some spin on the cue ball. Yeah, we've seen him miss quite a couple strange shots. Like, just execution is not on point today.
And that's what's almost kind of like messed up about this format, because these guys are all buddies. We're all buddies. We're like family here. But now you miss a shot like that and you're saying, I know you're my buddy, but I'm praying you miss.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so that's the reality of it.
Kazakis makes his. 2-1 up, Kazakis. Fedor has to make this one to at least stay in it. Can't afford another miss.
He needs to completely forget about that last miss completely. He's still shaking his head a bit. Needs to refocus. Look, Alex is already focused. He's getting ready for his next one.
Yeah, straight the heart of the pocket there. 2 each, but Kazakis, if he just keeps making his. And would be strong hard too from Kazakis, because he's won the first set, then the second set everything went Fedor's way. Would be strong hard to then make 4 out of 4 in the shootout.
Right.
Makes it quite soft too.
Yeah.
Didn't really
He doesn't hit
do
it that
much,
hard.
just-
Yeah, I noticed he shoots like that almost every time.
A little short backswing and just started moving his body after he struck the ball though, so he's
That's
still
right.
okay.
And Fedor must make this one to stay alive and hope that Alex misses the final one.
Yeah, Fedor has to make this one. If he doesn't make
If he
this
misses
one,
it,
it's
he
over.
loses. He's out of the tournament.
Yeah, they're playing for a spot in the quarterfinals. Well, he made his. Now it all comes down to Alex.
And this is what I mean. Alex is going second. He knows he needs to make this to win, but there's a little bit of extra pressure there because he knows if he misses it, they have to go to sudden death. That creeps in the back of your mind sometimes. And the strong-minded players, the ones that are best at getting rid of that and just staying just pure 100% focus are the ones that increase the chances or the odds of making it in this situation.
Yeah, so needs to make this to avoid the sudden death.
See, look at the big crowd. And this is just one side.
Oh!
You see?
Wow.
Would you see? Wow, that was. Now we're going. Look at him! Look at him!
Oh, look at Fedor!
Look at Fedor!
He can't believe
do you see his
it.
reaction?
Wow! Imagine being so close to drop out of the tournament. Oh, I cannot believe this just happened.
Yeah, he can't believe it either. Look at
Oh,
Fedor.
Look at the people in the back.
Yeah,
This
look at
is
Fedor. Look at Fedor.
Unreal. So now they're going sudden death, meaning that the cue ball can only be placed one diamond more backwards. So to make it even more tough, one shot each. Oh, he made his.
Now who has the pressure now?
Yeah, all the pressure is on Alex, especially because he already could have won.
And this is when he really needs to step up and say, I could care less what happened before. I'm going to stay focused on this shot right in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
I need to stay in the present.
Yeah, get rid of the bad thoughts. Also, they're still using the shot clock on this shootout, so there's no settling down. Got to get your mind straight in 30 seconds and pull the trigger. Needs to make this or he's out. Alex Kazakis. Shoots.
Wow,
and he makes it.
Nice shot.
Oh, and this is really building up a lot of pressure. You can feel the pressure in the arena and all these people around here. This is this is great.
Mark Whitewright is right in front of us, and he's like excited about the whole thing. He loves the shootouts.
Everybody's psyched. Everybody, especially when Alex missed that ball, everybody went,
yeah.
It was unbelievable. But he's still in it, you know. He forgot that shot, and he's still in it. Fedor's turn. Can he turn up the heat?
Center of the pocket, Tim. Center of the pocket.
Well, for Fedor, if I would be Fedor, I would be like, well, I should have been out, so I really don't care what happens next. Just try my best. That's how I would be thinking. Oh, there's so much pressure on Alex right now. You can
look.
Just look at him. He's feeling it.
No, because he's still trying to get the fact that he missed the one to win the match. I know the feeling. I missed a spot shot against Fedor that last tournament in Michigan to beat him in the shootout.
And
that's it. That's all she wrote.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, must be tough for Alex. Had his winning opportunity but couldn't finish it off, and Fedor advances to the quarterfinal of the FargoRate Ohio Open. The commentators for this match were Tony Robles with me. My name is Tim de Ruyter. Thank you all for watching, and make sure you tune in at 7 p.m. because we'll have a great matchup coming. So we'll see you there.
Thank you, Tim.